What's up, y'all? It's your girl Sang, and today we're going to be reacting to a video from CBN News titled, Israeli Hillel Fuld's controversial warning to American Jews, get out now. Ooh. Actually, we're going to be reacting to this because one of you recommended this to me in the, I can't remember the video, but in one of the comment sections of my recent videos, one of you actually recommended this. I already read the article, but I figured we could watch the video together. So let's go ahead and get into it and see why he's warning the American Jews to get out now.
We're speaking with Hillel Fuld, who recently wrote a column called American Jews Get Out Now. Why did you write a column called that?
You know, since I'm a little kid, having grandparents who survived Auschwitz, I've always struggled with the question, why didn't they get out, right? I mean, Nuremberg laws. I mean, these guys, full-blown, like, anti-Semitism, mainstream society in Europe, the Jews just stuck around. And I always, I asked myself, why didn't they read the writing on the wall? What had to happen? And I never understood it. I always struggled with that. And then I look at America right now. You got full-blown pop artists, Kanye West, going full-blown anti-Semite. You got Saturday Night Live normalizing anti-Semitism. You got NBA players, full-blown anti-Semites. What has to happen? Jews being beaten up in the streets? Done. It's done. But what has to happen for the Jews to say, all right, enough is enough. This is not our home. Now, you know, we always grew up saying never again. Obviously, the Holocaust can never happen again. The truth is, it could never happen again because we have Israel. But American Jews, I think they're not looking at history. I think they're maybe ignoring, you know, what went on throughout the Jewish, you know, history, from the Spanish Inquisition to the pogroms to the Holocaust. You know, we got too comfortable.
So when you say, people are being beaten in the streets, are they being beaten in the streets? Where's that happening?
Are you serious? You've never seen these videos of Hasidic Jews walking in Brooklyn, being beaten up in the middle of this? I mean, I see it pretty much every day on my Facebook feeds. Every day. And like that. Yeah, I mean, literally last night, a friend of mine on Twitter, she said she was walking with her family in the street.
That's crazy.
And some African American came over and said, oh, we're gonna kill all you Jews. And everyone stood around watching this thing, yelling in her face, cursing her kids and everything. People stood around watching. Nobody said a word. Nobody did a thing. The whole thing doesn't make any sense.
I don't know if this is a one-off thing, but he did mention that he sees multiple videos of the Hasidic Jews in Brooklyn. So he used Brooklyn as the example. Brooklyn does have a heavy Jewish population. I got to witness it firsthand multiple times I went out to New York. I thought it was actually pretty cool. I liked being out in Brooklyn. I didn't witness any of this. I've never seen these videos before. But what usually happens is when you are in cities, so bigger cities and more poorer areas, like if you're close by. So the way Brooklyn works, and I guess all the boroughs work like this in New York, you'll have an area that's really nice, and trust me, you go maybe 2 blocks over, it's a hood. I'm not even exaggerating. Where my friend lives, she lived in a really nice area, but the closest subway station that we took the first time we went, we had no idea. 2-3 blocks over was the projects, and we're coming into the projects from New York Comic Con, mind you, so we have all this nerd gear on, and we realize where we're at, and we're just cover it up right now, and we threw our jackets on, trying to blend in to walk to her house, and then you go 2 blocks over and you're in a better area, and then 1 more block over is her house. So that could also be a thing, because this happens in Baltimore, not just with Jews, but in general. You'll have a bad area, and then then you have a nice area, and then it's bad, and then it's nice, and you have all this crime and people getting, harassed, beat up randomly. Because there's videos like this too in New York where random Asians are just getting knocked out and pushed by black people as well. So I don't want to say it's just a Jew thing, because he only mentioned New York, so I'm giving the New York examples. It's messed up regardless. It's all messed up regardless.
It's because, the Jews are statistically
Why did he swing on him?
We're so small, right?
Hold on. I was talking, I missed all that. This looked like a kid, and he just swung off on him. But why? What is the context to this?
The Jews are statistically non-existent. We're so small, right?
And then the other dudes, they all just standing around. They're just looking. One guy got his phone out recording. The other guy is like, "Yo, squad up and protect him. What are y'all doing?" There's 5-6 grown men standing here, and I understand the kid sucker punch, but then y'all still stood there shocked. Not one person gonna run up and yank that kid up and be like, "What the is wrong with you?" And
because the Jews are like statistically non-existent. We're so small, right? 20% of all Nobel Prizes were given to Jews. Do you know that? 20%.
Yeah, I knew that.
There's something remarkable about the Jewish people. I don't think anyone would debate that. We survived, and the Romans didn't, and the Greeks didn't, and the Nazis didn't. We're here, right? But there is this, I don't know. I can tell you my theory of why anti-Semitism exists, but there is this just historic thing that just keeps showing its ugly face every generation. And again, it's unfortunate that Jews forget history. Look at Germany. You don't have to think about 300 years. I'm talking about Germany, 80 years ago. They were comfortable until they weren't. So what has to happen? Like I ask my friends in the States, what has to happen? Is there an event that will happen that you'll say enough is enough? What has to happen? It's all happened. I don't know what they're waiting for.
The outside world where I just moved from, people think Israel is just like totally under terrorism all the time and stuff like that. Is it safe?
To be fair, the whole reason the world thinks that, because that's what the media shows us. That's all the media shows us. And you know what? It's not like that at all. I said this before in other videos, I can't wait till I go visit. My soul has been screaming to go my whole life. I've been wanting to visit Israel since I was a little kid. I can't wait to go. And I recently, since we already talked about it, we going to Tokyo first because that's been in the works. COVID ruined that, okay? But once that's done, we going to Israel. And I already looked it up. It's super safe. It's nice. Y'all ever see like the cities, buildings, water? It's beautiful, man. I can't wait to go. But the media, it'll have you thinking, just like how they do in Africa, the media thinks, it'll make you think everybody live in huts and drink water out the mud. It is not like that.
For Jews to move here.
First of all, I don't know if you know, but my older brother was murdered in a terrorist attack. So I know it firsthand. Okay, I'm not. Every life that's lost is an entire world. Having said that, we have to look at the grand scheme of things. Take a step back. There has never been a 75-year period. Listen to the statistics; it's phenomenal. It's just fascinating. There has never been a 75-year period since the destruction of the temple that there were so few Jews killed in the world. So again, every life that's lost to terrorism is a horrible tragedy.
Him saying that, I actually looked that up because that was in the article too that I read about this. Because I was like, what is he talking about? And it seemed like every 60 to 75 years up until the temple being destroyed, the first temple, Jews were getting like destroyed in numbers. It was wild. So that's what he's referencing, or at least part of what he's referencing. Now, if it's every 75 years, that's completely messed up.
But in the grand scheme of things, this country's defending us. Whereas there, we're at the mercy of everyone else, and we know how that turns out. So, yeah, I think it is significantly safer here. And I'm not belittling. There is terror, but in the grand scheme of things, it's in our hands. This is our home. I heard someone say, in America, you can succeed despite being a Jew. In Israel, you succeed because you're a Jew. And to me, that's what it comes down to. And by the way, someone recently said to me, they moved to Israel. He said, not because I'm a Zionist, but because I'm a capitalist. Which is amazing, because this is where it's all going on in terms of technology and innovation. So, we're living the dream. It's never been this good for the Jewish people, and I'm proud to live here. I'm a big talker. My parents brought me here. I didn't make a decision. I want to believe that had they not brought me here, I would have come myself. But in America, it's scary. It's scary times.
Well, those are all good reasons to get out of America. We've been speaking with Hillel Fuld about his column, American Jews Get Out Now.
So, one of y'all, I can't remember what it's called. There is a proper name for when Jews go back to Israel. It's not a pilgrimage. I can't remember it right now. But one of you actually told it to me in the I have so many videos, man. This is what happens when you do like 3-4 videos a day. I can't remember what video it was, but one of y'all told me. Actually, a few of y'all. It was on that one video, and I can't remember what it's called. But it's when Jews go back to Israel, to their birthright place. Because they were just like, oh, you want to make the journey back before the end times start. That's what y'all was telling me about. I can't remember the proper name for it though, but that's what y'all was telling me about. So him saying all of this, it makes sense because if things are supposed to be prophetic or whatever, and that's what's supposed to happen, you're supposed to make the journey back over. It's supposed to happen anyways. Now, based on what he's saying, considering the population is like tiny, it is decimated. I can see why you would want everybody to go back over there, because maybe that'd give, just for a population point of view, that would give everybody a chance to like be together and try to get the population numbers up, because they are like one of the lowest populations. I think they are the lowest population in the world because of everything. So going back over there, everybody being together, that might be the one time y'all want to probably be segregated from everybody, just to kind of get them numbers running up and going. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you never miss when I drop a video. And then until next time, you already know who it is. It's Sang.